All right, guys. So I'm gonna go over this trade that I just got cooked on. I won't even lie. Uh, funny thing is, bro, I took this trade and then went straight to the restroom and I come back and stopped out immediately, bro. Um, yeah. I again, I think this is a solid setup. Um, but yeah, we can go over it. We can go a little bit more in depth as to why I took this. So again, on the weekly time frame, we have a buy side imbalance. We're sweeping the previous candle range low on the weekly. On the daily time frame, we have a strong draw on liquidity to this daily sell side inefficiency. And then we also have this nice buy side objective up there for NQ. So that's kind of, and then we also have, earnings pushing us up higher, and gapping up. And then we have this 4 hour buy side imbalance being respected. On the 1 hour time frame, we have a 1 hour clear candle range low sweep, and we also have a 1 hour buy side imbalance being held. We also have SMT at those lows. On the 30 minute, again, really the candle range low being swept. 15, not really a strong confluence, but we did make this inverse. So to me, it wasn't really of a big issue if we just simply push down. And then on the 5 minute, this is kind of where it gets a little bit more in the nitty gritty. Market opens, push down lower, we form a clear 5 minute IPG. I take that. After this candle closes, I have my stops, around here, 80 points. Good, risk management. One thing I could have done was probably go break even around here, but I feel like that was way too close, and I'd rather have a candle closure. And then, another thing too really could have been like, okay, so we're closing all the way above here, but we'd rather have a better entry, so we'd rather take a continuation IFVG, which I wasn't too sure of. Like, hey, maybe we retrace back down, try to like respect like this large candle right here, and then have like a mitigation block or an IFVG form, and then we can use that as our entry, because we're respecting this 5 minute and we're using it as a confluence to target that buy side. But the thing is, like, bro, I had to go use the restroom, and then I had to, bro. I had to. I couldn't hold it in. And then next thing you know, I come back. I was like, I'm just. I was like, before I go to the restroom, just take this trade and then just see what happens. Again, risking 2%. I think the setup is beautiful. I think it's A+, but it just the delivery of it wasn't really the best. So I'm gonna have to journal it and review and analyze my mistakes and see what I could do better next time. Honestly, because again, um, this trade wasn't a bad one, but I'm probably gonna come back home later after I'm, done working out, and then I'm about to journal this trade. Before all that though, and then I'm going to do the hindsight trade of the day and see what I could have done better. So yeah, that's pretty much really it. Honestly, I think this trade was a solid setup. I don't know if a lot of people are gonna lose today. Maybe a lot of IFG traders lose, but I think this is a solid setup, honestly. So that's pretty much really it. I'm gonna take my L to the chin and walk away, and then come back later and review, see what I could have done better. So that's pretty much really it. Honestly, the accounts are. This is the first trade I've took, except for the break even on Tuesday. So right now we would have been down around, if we let that trade run and we never went break even, we would have been up 500. But in total, we probably would have had a drawdown of like what, like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 another trade, and if we lose, we're cooked, or maybe 1,500, 1,500 drawdown. But yeah, now I only have one more trade left on this account, which honestly, again, based on the Monte Carlo simulation, if we have a 70% win rate with a 1 to 1.5, it's expected that 90% of the time we pass, and then 10% of the time we fail. That's and again, one of the break even things was I have to go break even at 1R, not at like a random level. I was back testing mechanically where I was just going break even at 1R, and majority of the time it played out in my favor. So I'm just gonna do that, and if we blow again, reset one account and just start from there. Honestly, I think that's the best move, honestly. So that's pretty much really it. I'm gonna call it a day here and then walk away and journal right now and then come back later. So yeah, peace.